Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Got another Tenable knife to check out. They've sent a couple out. This one is the second one of the bunch. This is the Colibri Tech, again, as always, a previous concept model that is now turned tenable with some slightly more budget-friendly materials. As always, now this is a Maxim Design collaboration with, well, concept, tenable, however you want to look at it. But this one, I really like the sunburst pattern on this one. They've all got the sunburst pattern, these models, and this one, of course, is red G10. I think there's 2 or 3 other versions. There'll be links. Please feel free to go check it out. But I really like that texture because, it absolutely gives an amazing grip. My thumb, look at my knuckle. That's how hard I'm pushing. And it won't go. So, fantastic. Now, in saying that, up here along the edges, it maybe could have been buffed just a little bit. It's not sharp or anything like that. This side feels slightly more aggressive. Not really, I guess. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get that. There we go. It's going to be hard to get that kind of turned down just with all that milling. So, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Open construction. You do have a lanyard almost L. You got a generous lanyard hole. Lanyard fans, rejoice on that one for sure. It is right hand tip up carry only. Unfortunately, it does not have a reversible clip. But overall, fit and finish, it's done. I think it's done probably about as well as it could be. Honestly, like I said, maybe, and they may have buffed it out, and this is where it's at. It's not sharp or anything like that. It's noticeable. We'll say that. It's just noticeable. Not a deep carry clip, though. As you can see, you will have a bit of that portion sticking out of your pocket. But overall, not bad. Not bad as far as fit and finish. Now, you want to talk about deployment options? Yeah, holy cow. This sucker has got deployment options. You've got the flipper. You've got the front flipper. You've got dual thumb studs. So, yeah, there's that one. Done pretty well. Shake shut. Not super drop shutty. You've got the front flip, which for me in these larger knives, because it is a good size knife, you'll definitely see that. I need a little bit more of a detent ramp though. Sometimes when I have to adjust my hand, further up on these larger knives, sometimes that flipper tab will catch me. It's low profile enough that it really doesn't. But for me, this probably not a front flipper knife for me, just because of my hand size and where I have to place it. You guys know I'm all about the thumb studs. And reverse flicking, the detent is tight for those thumb studs. It's pretty good for, there we go. I got to get it past, it just needs a little bit of more of a detent ramp on it. But yeah, front flipping for me, probably not what I would use, just for me. But either flipper, thumb studs, I'm good. Look at that wicked blade. This is a rope killer. That's what this is. Holy cow, it is a rope killer. They're calling it a sheep's foot blade. Definitely modified sheep's foot. You do got this nice belly going on. It is absolutely a rope killer. That is a very nice sweeping blade with that belly. It goes through rope, and plus, we're jumping a little bit of ahead, but you're looking at 4 1/4 inches of cutting edge. Yeah, for those of you that like bigger blades, like longer blades on your folders, I'm telling you, this one, absolutely. And there you go. You can see how much room I have on the handle. It's going to be a bigger knife. Did I say Nitro V? Nitro V on the blade steel. And it does have a nice black wash to it too. Absolutely. But there you go. There's your info. Colibri Tech. Maxim Design. Where does it say Nitro V? There it is. Nitro V, model number, all that good stuff. You got the minimal marking on there. I know that makes a lot of people happy. So we got to zoom out quite a ways for this thing. Holy smokes. This is almost a 10-inch knife. Almost a 10-inch knife. 9 and... It's not quite 7/8, but it's close. It is very close. Handle length, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5.5-ish. Again, blade length, like I said, coming in right about 4 1/4. Maybe, yeah, full blade. Rope killer, that's what it is. And then, of course, your grip length. If you got big hands, I think this one might be okay. 4 3/8 on the grip length. I mean, definitely much larger than my 3.5-inch span across here. So plenty of room. Now, if we were back, if I did have monster hands and it did come back here, you know, that's not even, that's fairly comfortable. Even if I came off of that whole, you know, the point to point, your what I call the grip portion, the pinky still feels good back there. So yeah, no issues whatsoever. I don't, too far. I don't even know if I can't think of right offhand if I have a knife that even compares to the length of this. So there you go. There it is up against the PM2. Of course, the bug out. Oh, let's see here. While you're checking out the bug out, yeah, we'll do this one. This one's a little bit bigger knife. Good old cold steel. Recon 1. There we go. And it's still bigger than the Recon 1. That's probably one of the biggest knives I have in my collection, is the Recon 1. And it's one of the only Tantos that I really do like. Beast of a knife. But yeah, it's even bigger than the Recon 1. So there you go. I don't have an Espada. Espada would definitely take it out, but I don't have one of those. So, but overall, let's get a weight on it. That detent is a little bit late though. That's kind of one kind of a down spot of this knife, if you will. Down point, negative point. I don't like to say negative. Some people like it. 4.2 or 120 grams. And then the pocket. Let's get the pocket out here. In the pocket, nicely. You maybe did hear with that milling on the sunburst section, it does kind of bounce across that milling. So definitely see are we bottomed out in the pocket? I think we are. Maybe not quite. There we go. Okay, so we're bottomed out on the clip at least, and you do have a little bit sticking out of your pocket. Not a whole lot, roughly about that 1/2 inch. Grip is pretty good on that clip for sure. Not bad at all. Now, like I said, with that sunburst, you know, that texturing on there, it gets a little bit of a, you can hear it when it goes in the pocket. Let me see if we can do that one more time. Oops. Let's see. I know you know what I'm talking about, but kind of almost like that. I don't know if you could hear that, but almost kind of like that zipper sound. But overall, what do I think? You know, it's a large knife. You guys know I tend to the smaller knives. Because it's a larger knife, for me, the way this pocket clip sits, this point here kind of hits me in the meat of my hand. It doesn't quite make it to that nice indentation. So for it to be comfortable for me, and you see how far back, I don't like gripping my knives that far back. I like to be fully forward on them. I think that's just smart. Do have some jimping for your thumb, and the way my thumb naturally hits it, it does come down on it just fine. It keeps it, I mean, it's about, what, 1/3 of the way back on my thumb. So, but it does catch it. Overall, though, the grip, the sunburst pattern, not an issue. I really like the grippiness of that texture. But yeah, the pocket clip does get me, and that's hand size. I'm not really gonna, well, if I had a bigger hand, I could tell you if it was gonna hit me, but because of my smaller hand size and the size of the knife, that clip does just kind of hit me in the wrong spot. Now, if I go back here, like I said, this, not an issue. I mean, I can still feel it a little bit, but it's better. It's better. But overall, ergos are pretty good. The access to the lock bar could be a little better, in my opinion. Could be just cut back, maybe chamfered here a little bit. The lock is chamfered. I mean, I can get in there pretty well. It does have a tiny bit of lock stick. But overall, got to get a little bit lower. There, it got past the detent. Just got to stay low on it. Gets past the detent pretty well. The thumb studs, seems like the detent is tuned a little bit better for those thumb studs. And maybe that's why I am having an issue. I mean, it's not a big issue, but the flipper tab, when I try to use the front flipper, the way I have to grip it with my hand size, again, this is, and that's why I tend towards the smaller knives, is because I have some issue because that flipper tab is hitting me, even though it's a little bit lower profile, but it is a little bit. But not super droppy. I'm, okay with that. Some people want super droppy. Tune it up. Put some oil in there. Clean it up. It might be a little bit more droppy for you. But as always, I don't do anything to these before I show them to you. I don't alter them in any way. I just use them. Get a bit of use out of them. See how I like them. But yeah, this one, it definitely made for the larger hand. Absolutely. That's, again, just my thoughts, but definitely made for the larger hand. So, but overall, not bad. Really appreciate Tenable sending it out to check out. Absolutely 100%. And I appreciate you guys for stopping by and taking a look at it with me today. As always, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, price. So, I forgot to tell you the price. Right about $60. So, there you go. All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.